and we're gonna approach it as cost plus, just to keep it straight shoot. Like you upgrade anything, it's on you, you know. So yeah, we're doing that. Otherwise, it just becomes too complicated. It's too
Yeah.
competitive.
Yeah.
So yeah.
100%.
So long story short, I will be a cost plus builder on new construction.
Yeah.
Remodels, absolutely not.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Makes sense. Yeah. Especially with all
That's
varying cost timelines. Absolutely. Um, so
what's behind the wall.
right now, I want to, maintain my reputation of shooting as straight as I can. So what is the what is the like, obviously we can build websites, we can write blogs, we could do SEO. I can show you how that work's done, but all that is kind of, I want to put that to the sideline. I want to know
Yeah.
what's like most important and what you want me to go through. Does that make sense? Kind of want to
Yeah.
start there so I can help, yeah, be as clear as
Okay.
possible.
So the way I'd look at it is like I told you, like we were super slow last year. We're picking up pace. I want to know from my end what kind of budget I should set aside for you guys. See samples of the work you guys do and what kind of approach you'd want to take. Because one, I mean, our website was done uh, twice, once by house and once by somebody else, and I know it's not exactly SEO friendly, so that's something that probably want to redo
Yep.
anyway. So basically, yeah, like how you would approach it, what the timelines would look like, and more importantly, like financial wise, how much would you guys want? Like, how much would you want me to spend with you guys? Like, let's say we start in 6 months from now, right? I want to be like, I don't want to go through this entire thing where I don't have the money set aside. I want it to be set aside up front for like a 6 month or a 12-month package. Does that make sense?
That does make sense. Yeah. So here, I'll show you a couple. I'll show you some examples of our work here. I actually just have your screen. This is have your website pulled open. Um, but yeah, I could definitely see a few spots where it needs optimization. Like just to give you an example, like you have your service pages, which is
Yeah.
unreal. This is good, but ideally you'd want these separate pages because you want to rank number one for remodeling in your service area. And so the only way you can really do that is you need one primary keyword on the page, and then all the other keywords, like actual copy on the page, have to support the main. Obviously, you're not writing the whole, you try not to look at it like you're building a page just to rank for the keyword you're going for, but ultimately that is what you're doing. You're like, hey, I want to rank for this keyword, let's build the page so that it ranks. So then you just got to build it and, dot all your i's, cross all your t's, and make sure that you have everything done, your tags, your meta descriptions. But I'll just show you a few websites. I'll show you, I really love this website, Teagle Builders. um,
Okay. Open it up too.
so this company performs really good. um, Do you have pretty good photos and videos right now?
We do, but that's another thing. I talked to a photographer to get like professional photos of like future works
Yeah.
because we like one of this girl was doing our social media and updating pictures, and we haven't updated much, honestly, in the last year in terms of photos. So we have decent ones, but could we do better? Absolutely, in updating it.
Okay. 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 But yeah, like, we can really websites. I mean, we build great websites. We have a really good website team. We don't have a huge website team. We have 4 web developers on our team. So we're not a massive company, but I'm confident we can build you a very awesome website. We have access to all the types of images you could ever imagine. And then with AI, you can get kind of creative with images. Like if you send us over 20 images and we're
Yeah,
like, hey, we don't know if these totally represent the quality because let's just say it was taken on your phone or something. No, I'm not,
yeah.
no offense to that, but let's say it was. We could put that into AI and try to render it out. And it's surprising how good and accurate you can actually make that. So that's one thing. For the
Okay.
ads, for the actual ad videos, I'll just give you a quick example. Ash, I know, Ash, you have an email you always send that has all the examples. So, but I'm just going to show you here quick, just to give you a quick one. Like, pull this open. I'll give you the exact style. And his style is actually of me. So I just want to show you with a representation of me actually doing it. One sec. Man, what?
It's always the case, man. When you try to find something,
Well, it's
it's not
literally on
easy.
my Facebook, but somehow just when I want to show you, I can't. But okay, this is kind of one. See how I'm standing there? This
Yeah,
is at a pretty nice house, and I actually just
yeah,
crashed a motorcycle. That's why I was in bandages. Um, uh, but if you're in front of the house, you
yeah,
people sometimes get it wrong. They run an ads of a really sweet house, and of course, it's a nice house. But people aren't buying from like an ad with a nice house. They're buying from
yeah,
people who they know, like, and trust. And if someone's going to build a house and it's going to be over $1 million, they're not,
yeah,
you know what I mean? They're going to see, let's say they see 10 different sweet ads and they're all nice houses and it all comes
yeah,
from your brand. Sorry, I'm still sharing the screen. And all those, they've seen your brand 10 times but it's your brand logo and 10 nice houses, or it's your brand, a video of you, and you're talking about what's going on, and we edited the video so that like it's engaging, right? It shows the work, it shows everything. That works 10 times better because people buy from, like, if people buy from people who they know, like, and trust, they're going to buy from somebody who's authentic. Somebody who they could truly trust is an authentic person, in my opinion. So
I
if
get
that's true, then we need you on video, and we could create very good videos. We can even help you with the scripting and everything like that. But then when
okay.
you run those ads, now picture it this way. Somebody saw an ad 10 times and it was just pictures of really nice houses. Okay?
Yeah,
Great finished work. But it was just your brand and it was just the finished houses. That's nice, but people was nice, scroll, 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 done. But now
yeah,
if it's you and they saw you 10 times and they saw your brand 10 times, they're like, wow, now they're literally going to know you and you don't know them. And so when they inquire, now it's like we got, those are some good leads. And so, but
yeah,
that's the kind of like the first half of the funnel. Like Google ads works good, but ranking your website truthfully works better because the cost per click is very expensive in different markets, right? So if you look at time and energy as both a factor, then SEO could be the best one to focus time and energy on, especially because that's where that you know that's how you get ranked on Gemini, ChatGPT, Claude, right? Perplexity,
yeah.
and so sorry, I feel like I'm going off on a tangent now, but like
No,
that's
no,
that's the
you're the
that's
first person actually that's hit that spot on how I have been thinking recently. Because long story short, let's start with the fact that you mentioned the fancy homes in the ads, right? It feeds me this shit on my Instagram nonstop.
yeah
And the number one thing I think is it's douchey. Like people that are actually genuine or driven and doing work don't care to show off their Bentley or G Wagon and the
yeah
house, right? Because I don't care. Like, are you really doing anything? No. Yes, you're a real estate agent. What do you do? You're
yeah
replaceable by 20 other people, right? So,
yeah
yes, content by having the person and the brand, absolutely. Two, Google Ads, the cost per click. I know I was just talking to my buddy who does home. It's just basically a remediation company, and he
okay
said it's like $600, $700 a click. That doesn't even lead to anything.
yeah
So, thirdly, where you hit home bases, my main thing is I do want to create content and have a website and stuff that actually is lasting and leads to natural lead generation. Like,
yeah
let's say we work together, we create this, we're working together. One day I do decide, hey guys, I just have to stop, right? Like,
yeah
let's say 5 years down the road of working together, that
yeah
shouldn't mean that everything that we've put together stops.
no
That means that the website should still go on. That means that I still respect you guys and you guys have done great work, but hopefully that doesn't happen. But that's what I am looking for. Everybody else is pitched
100%.
me that Google ads, we'll do this, we'll create ads for you, get feedback, have people reach out and then like try to verify these leads. I'm like kind of tired of it. I did lead generation in early on in my career. I know how it is. I mean,
Yeah.
I can sell myself nonstop.
Yeah.
That's what I used to do. I used to do sales, so like I feel comfortable with it. For me, it's all about content, and so far, everything you mentioned, like the images, the content, ad videos, everything, it's it's good. I like what I'm hearing.
I appreciate it. So honestly, I would keep it pretty simple. Like,
Okay.
there's more things that we could. I mean, that's why SEO is lots of faucets. But like, if your face and your work is presented via actual Facebook ads, because you're getting their attention over a period of time. This buying cycle of construction is longer than everything else, so we need to make sure that's dialed in. We would help you get your CRM in order so that the leads that do come in, we keep them organized, and then we can have an auto introduction email every time someone inquires. Just and even an SMS also. You don't want to abuse SMS. You just want to give them the they fill it out, boom, they get a notification like, hey, meet with
Yeah.
us, book a time. But beyond that, dialing in your website, the Facebook ads, SEO is something that we could definitely knock out of the park. But just after all of our conversation, I'm going to be honest, like for us to do your SEO, we would like the package here. I just want to show you the packages right now so that you have an idea. But it starts at $1,800 a month.
Okay.
Um, but I would recommend this one. We have the growth package and the skill package, and
Okay.
growth is definitely by far our best selling package. But see, the
Okay.
only reason I would suggest you the essentials is because
Yeah.
this includes SEO. But in order to get you the results and get money back in your pocket with SEO
Yeah.
is going to require us to bill you an extra like 1,400 a month, and it's going to take you 6 months at least before you're like, this is turning out to be great, right? And so in knowing
Yeah.
that, it's better for you to it's more cost effective on your end if we focus on ads and getting you what can bring us revenue and the right attention in the shortest period of time to get people raising their hand. And then that's the part where like obviously we do the email automation and the text automation, but the one thing that
Yeah.
we don't do, or we haven't created that system yet, is we don't phone your leads for you. Like the leads that you're getting, they go in the CRM, and like we're happy to help you with the email automation and text and everything. But like we've thought about it, like, hey, a lot of our clients struggle with phoning their leads consistently. Sometimes some company owners, and so that's the one thing that. To be successful, it has to be done, and it's the one piece that we can't control because we don't phone them. If that makes sense.
No, that makes complete sense. I actually prefer that I reach out to the leads
Yeah.
myself. And I'm pretty good about it, especially if I get a notification. So
Man, it's
yeah,
kind of like opening a treasure chest just came up in front of you. All you got to do is open it and see what's inside. Or that's how I feel
well,
about a lead.
either you lose that lead or you don't. It's all on
Yeah.
you, and that way
Yeah.
you don't have to do data conversion because that conversion rate is totally up to the client. I get it. Paying
100%.
clients. So
Although we try to help as much as we can to keep the leads hot with the emails and the text messages. And we've actually thought about creating some sort of side venture where we like train salespeople and get them phoning, but it's too complex when we really break it down because it's like they got to understand the company, they got to represent the company 100%. But we were trying to figure out, sorry, this is off side tangent, but we were trying to figure out how we could like take one person and how could we get them to be like the sales rep in 5 companies. But the only problem we're running into is, and we tried that a little bit, just like testing, and it's just a little
yeah,
complicated because if somebody comes in, they got to look at 5 CRMs at a time. They got to log all the notes correctly, and they need to represent exactly. And they need to be able to. Each company has a little bit different of a system process, you could say, right? They operate all differently, slightly, and um, so yeah, we haven't figured that one out yet, but
yeah. No, that makes complete sense. I wouldn't want some random person from a sales like a call center to
I,
answer my
yeah,
question. I actually had it happen at a job site where we were just doing a roof. Client wanted some concrete work done where they wanted their slabs to be raised. I
yeah,
called the company and it went to a sales call center and like I asked a couple questions. She's like, "Hey, are you the owner?" I was like, "I'm not an owner. I'm the GC and I'm talking on behalf of the owner." And she's like, "I have to speak with the owner." I was like, "Are you a robot?" Like, can we just get a person scheduled? Like, they want it done, and like we just couldn't get to it. So I just said, you know what, this is not going anywhere. Let's just hang up. And I just deleted their number from my phone book. It's like I don't need to reach out to them
Yeah.
because you can't have someone sitting in Philippines answering calls. I'm sorry, man.
No, it doesn't work. No.
No, it doesn't. But like looking at your essentials package, $1,800 a month, um, it's not bad at all. And what, so my goal from my end, just based on just very initial conversations with you guys, I'm gonna, what, it's April already. I'm gonna try to set it up where, like, let's see, summer is gonna be busy anyway, like fall into December. I'm just gonna set it up where like I'm gonna save up or put aside $1,800 or $2,000 a month for you guys and budget out $25,000 for the next year, starting fall this year. That's what I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna talk to my partner about it. No questions about it. You guys are real. You guys are in Canada. Send me some more information I can look into.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll make a call or two to some of your clients.
Yeah.
But yeah, I want to give it a shot. And I'll probably have my buddy who is in advertising kind of look up your business as well, just to give me feedback on
Sure.
it.
One thing. One thing is we're partnered with the Association of Professional Builders. If you're familiar
Okay.
with them, they've coached like
Yep.
9,000 builders. They're the largest
Yep.
coach for builders. So we're a referral, like we're a partner with them. They refer us a lot of people. And one thing
Okay.
that's pretty cool is that people pay APB like $30,000. They pay good money for the coaching, and on the
Yeah.
marketing side we implement what they teach. And so that's one thing that we're really proud of. And they have like 10 marketing agencies that they refer people to, but we are the number one referral partner. And I think that speaks volumes because we charge a fair price, and we're really, really committed to our clients. And then the second one is we're partnered with JobTread. They're a CRM, or like a project management software similar to like Builder Trend, if you're familiar. And JobTread has
Yeah. Yeah.
about 7,000, or no, they just hit 10,000 users on their
10,000.
platform. And we've been partnered up with them for the last 3 years. And so we've
Okay.
definitely been doing this for a while. And in total, we've been doing this for 7 years. The business changed names 3.5 years ago, but about that, everything's changes stayed the same.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I mean, I've changed. I do a DBA. My base company is Black Diamond North, and I have a DBA of AV design and build. And
Yeah,
actually, in the next 6 months, given that I'm trying to get back into the development phase, I'm going to actually start for kind of like what you showed me on my services, where it said design, build, remodel.
yep,
Design, remodel will stay with AV design and build, but the build is going to go into AV construction. I'll start a different
let's
company
go.
for it.
Yeah,
Yeah, so that I focus, like, like if we're creating content and stuff, I want it to be focused for new construction versus remodels as well,
yeah,
to be able to distinguish these,
yeah,
so I can show like my partner or the design people a little bit more, and on the build side, show myself quite a bit more,
yeah.
so that people know who to reach, like who is who in the company as well. So
Man,
that's
I
my
like
goal. I'm
that.
kind of
Then eventually you can get a website and it can host your group of companies. So you could maybe,
that. Well, that's the goal, man. Like, I mean, I'm a small fish in the sea, but like at the end of the day, like my goal is to just be a full blown developer. Like that's how I started out with my family, doing apartment construction, and now I do remodels. But now I'm seeing where the money is and how to, go out in different ways, keep the remodel, but do new build construction. And
yeah,
then with time, I am going to get back into, like, my family owns gas stations and stuff. So that's another
yeah.
part of the game I want to get into.
Oh yeah,
So
that's a great game.
yeah,
The gas station game. Man, that's
man,
sick.
that's a, it's a hidden market that a lot of people don't understand for how much cash flow comes in.
Yeah.
It's like when I did our apartment building, our three gas stations floated a lot of cash for our apartment construction. So,
Yeah.
but every gas station needs to modernize as things are changing. And
Yeah.
there's a couple of guys out in the Midwest that are doing it correctly and redoing gas stations. And I kind of want to do that in the long run too. Is some gas station construction, the
Very
commercial
high
construction.
volume businesses too. Like, you know what I mean? Like, people always get
Do
some
like
gas, they go and buy $30 worth of snacks or whatever. And
the Zin, just Zins and tobacco. Like people buy Zins and tobacco nonstop, man.
oh yeah. And is there good margin on
It's it.
that? There must be.
Yeah, tobacco wise, our gas stations, like our family stuff, like we see a good amount, like, but we have to be super competitive because there is a casino. But overall, the volume is good enough that it creates good margins. Because
Yeah.
gas, we don't make any money. But the key is what I've realized is in gas stations, if you're running net 30 to net 90 on your materials, uh, you have a little bit of less leeway in terms of profit margins.
Mhm.
Like what my uncle taught me is he runs all of his stores where he's purchased all the inventory. So like $250,000 worth of inventory sits there, cash. So he has a lot of buying negotiation power. So like what you would
Mm.
be buying for a set price, you're telling this person, I don't need that 30. I'm gonna write you a $30,000, $20,000 check. Your prices drop. And we sell that at the same price as everybody else. So your profit margins just increase like 4 to 5 to 10%.
Yeah.
Very
Every
smart.
So
percent makes a huge difference, man.
it
Yeah.
makes a huge difference when you're running a high volume business. So
Yeah.
those are the ways to make money. But yeah, long story short, I do want to get into it. So that'd be hopefully one day added to a website and a portfolio as well.
Yeah. Yeah, I like that. Well, man, definitely I'll shoot you a text here right after this. So if you don't have my number saved in your phone, you can save it. But if you have any
Yeah, yeah.
questions, definitely let us know. Um, yeah, I guess
And
if you're thinking, like 3, 4, 5 months, we'll definitely be, able to crush it then. For now, I don't think it's necessary to send you over a proposal. Like, this is literally like what it would say inside of it. But I'm definitely like, man, like, any questions that you have, just shoot them over. Like, even if I can just help you, point you in the right direction, then man, that's pretty fulfilling for me as long as it's helpful. So
yeah, I, I will, because I do want to make sure that I have like like content put together for you guys as well, like blocks and stuff that we can work on. So like I will probably message you. You can bill me as well if you need to, and I'll put that in writing. If like you're helping me out, bill me at your billing rate or whatever, because I don't want you to do free work. But I'm gonna put in my calendar that I'll touch base with you guys like August, September, and
yeah,
I'll periodically keep you guys updated because I don't want to waste time. I don't want to waste your time. You guys are busy as well. You guys have other people, other clients, but I do want to make sure that if I'm going to work with you guys, we get something going in that fall time,
hundred
and it'll
percent.
be just set aside. Like if I might be signing on a custom home and an ADU in the next 2 weeks. If I do, I'm just going to set aside $20,000, $25,000 from that into a savings account and then
And
keep it for you
and one
guys.
thing too is that it's also not like upfront. Like, we bill monthly, and I'm very confident. Obviously, it's hard to close a deal in a week. Like, if somebody raised their hand, it's hard to get a deal closed in a week. But I'm confident
Exactly.
that if you have 10 grand and you're willing to stay consistent, then you should be able. Especially if we're doing custom homes and you want to advertise remodeling, if that's what you want to
Yeah.
do, you can definitely advertise remodeling, and that can create decently quick cash flow depending on the size of the projects. Like, if you're doing projects in between like 20 and 50 grand, and I know that's kind of low, but like, anyways, those type of projects can close pretty fast.
Yeah. No, no, I 100% agree with you. Like, actually, the lower end projects make me more money, like roofing projects. I can finish out my roofers will go in, like, we just are finishing on two roofs in a week. That's 6 grand sitting right
Yeah.
there. Not
Boom.
thing. I just go collect money, come back,
And
collect
here's the
money, come
thing:
back.
if you spent $1,000 on ads and you had a $30 cost per lead, sorry, why am my math so bad right now? That'd be 60 leads, right? Yeah,
A
I believe so.
thousand,
1,000 divided by 30.
thousand divided by 30 is 30.
Oh
It's
shoot,
33. Right?
33. So if you had
Three.
33 leads that wanted to redo their roof, and there was 6 grand attached to it, profit.
Yeah.
And this is saying that you were only able to close one out of 33.
Yeah. Exactly. I mean, the
So you still
numbers,
have a
like,
five to one on your investment, because if you spend a grand, which, to be honest, on a lower ticket, I mean, it's still, I mean, decent high ticket, but it's not high ticket. It's like a roof isn't, you know what I mean? It's a roof is a roof. It depends on the
Yeah.
size, you could say. But yeah, man, like you'd close at least 1 in 14, 1 in 15, right? Like
Yeah.
even like it's not perfect. I'm not trying to pitch you that every lead's going to be a smoke show, right? But like the numbers will definitely make sense.
100%. Like all it takes is one or two good leads, man, and like you pay
Yeah.
for it. I
Oh
totally
yeah.
get that. That's why like I'm all in for it. Uh, it's just last year just brained us. Like it was the shittiest year I've ever had. Like
Man.
literally like thought about shutting down the company. I'm like, why am I doing this? You know. But out of all of this, also came like conversation with my parents and friends, and they all
Yeah.
want to invest now. They're like, we don't want you to shut down your business. We want you to develop, not remodel per se. Like
Yeah.
remodeling will always be there because I have my crews, but I have to go back into development. That's where the money is. That's where we
Yeah.
made the most. And so that's what I'm pivoting towards.
That's
So
cool.
that's why I think it's a good time to make sure that all the content, the pictures, and whatever we do, we have that ready to go.
Yeah,
With
man.
I would,
Important to be
like,
ready when you're ready to press start.
yeah, that's why like I think like even if like we sign up the ADU, I have a call this weekend or the custom home. Fingers crossed if they sign on with us. Like I will probably start maybe even sooner because then we'll probably start creating content together
Yeah.
and then or something like with the website stuff start it once we have the content that we need, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
right now something sitting there we don't have to remove that and just build it and then one day do a switcheroo, you know, get rid
Yeah.
of the other stuff. So that's the approach I'll take. I'll talk to my business partner Amanda as well. She's going to be always like, yes, we have to make sure we have the money set aside, so once we do we'll be in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I like it, man. I'll shoot you a text right after this, so you can expect that, and I'll just text you my name, and then it should auto populate my contact and everything. But
Awesome.
yeah, please shoot me any questions if you have them. And man, I really look forward to potentially being a part of your journey, man. And I'm very confident on the on the marketing side of custom homes and remodeling.
Yeah,
That's right in our ballpark. So
yeah,
very confident
that's
there. And I want to make sure that when we do work with you, we set you up for success. We're lifting you up because exactly right. If you don't have the content, you're not prepared, then it happens sometimes. People are in a rush. They're like, oh, I don't need to get this going. And it's like, hey, to run ads, we need these videos. And then they don't send the videos. So it's important. I'd rather you have yourself prepared and we're able to come out of the gate running. And, it's like, we're off to the races, hitting it hard, and we're not stopped by, oh, we don't have this or that. It's like, we're
yeah. That way we have like timelines and deadlines of like what you guys need and we have it ready to go.
yeah,
Like
because
I
it's
want
important to us. We move quick for you because the biggest thing on our bucket list in the first, you know, 30 days is
yeah,
to create as many great things as possible and wins, and that creates the window and the opportunity for us to work long term because the collaboration is fantastic. Because it sounds success actually comes down to the collaboration a lot because we're working with you and building out the marketing of your company, if that makes sense. And so the
no,
more
no,
engaged you are, the more we love it actually because we meet every week. We like to have a weekly
yeah,
meeting, and our most successful clients, who've literally gone from 5 homes to 20 homes, they show up every week and they're always excited to keep giving us their ideas because marketing is ideas and execution, right? But so then we're
right.
able to really throttle it. And I'm just telling you this because it's kind of like, this is Bob. Bob wins. This is Jim. Jim didn't win because Jim didn't call, or Jim, you know what I mean? I'm just trying to tell you,
No, no.
yeah,
That makes complete sense to me because the one thing I hate is in construction or in any business, I feel like you're always chasing something, right? You feel like you're always a day behind where it comes to taking notes or your paperwork. So
yeah,
like if I have time to put content together, I want to be one step ahead. So when you guys have stuff, it's not that you're hounding me for information, but I'm telling you guys like, hey Ash, man, here's the information you guys need. Where is it? Like can I
Yeah.
see it populate and like come to, fruition. So that's something that I want to be on top of. So that's why I'm not trying to rush into it.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's where I'm at.
Man, let's go. Well, man, it was a pleasure speaking with you again. And here, let me text you right now, just what if you don't mind, what is your number?
206
Yep.
487
Yep.
0765. And Ash, that's a sick beard, my friend. Sick beard. Looks good.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Yeah, yeah, no worries, no worries.
Man,
I'm glad.
maybe like in 10 years I'll be able to grow an ash or a beard like you, Ash, because you know somehow it's like I'm trying my hardest, but it's a little patchy.
And then it turns gray.
Man,
Yeah, yeah.
y-
Chrome.
this hey
Chrome.
they the more chrome you have, the more wisdom you have.
That's right.
Tip of the day. Yeah. Cool.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I truly appreciate the time, guys. I know that I didn't sign on to anything, but I'm hoping that, we get to work together for sure.
Yeah,
Pretty
man.
confident that we'll.
You know that this is the best thing is that honestly, like our whole goal is not to like necessarily like close anybody where it's like we need you to be in the right position. We can definitely come out of the gate swinging, but like, man, definitely take your time. And if we can give you more value or still point you in the right direction, our goal is to earn your business and our relationships that we build in our business are long term. So, it also like for real. If it takes 2 or 3 months, and over that 3 months, we communicate some more, maybe we're pointing in the right direction some more, then we're actually like, you know what I mean? Like you don't get it. It's kind of like a long marriage don't last after only 1 week of dating. You know what I mean? Does that really
Sure.
last? Sometimes not really, well, maybe for some.
I can, counter that. Me and Jody knew each other for 2 weeks when we moved in together. And it's 27 years coming up.
Wow. Okay. My
Hey, that's
analogy was
before social media and everything. And the dating app.
Still here.
No,
let's
that's
go.
awesome.
Yeah. Okay.
Congrats.
Well, yeah, congrats, Ash. And sorry that analogy didn't work in this group.
Sorry to shut you down.
You're good. Cool. Well, thanks, guys. Man, you received my text?
Yeah, I got it. I got it.
You
I got
did?
it right here. Top on my cell phone and my laptop. So I'll
And
reply to it.
I'll
right
put together that email for you as well with some good information to help evaluate us as well, and give you some examples of our work and stuff, so you can look through that. And
Right
Will
on.
do.
Well, man, like seriously, please blow up my phone if you have any questions. Like, I'm even happy to point you in the right direction, man. Like, obviously, when the times are, a little, feeling some pressure or whatever. If I can help relieve any pressure on the digital side, even if it's just pointing in the right direction, hit me up, man. I respond pretty quick, and I definitely will do my best to give you the right like direction.
Okay, I appreciate that.
Yeah. So cool.
All right.
Thanks, Ash. And just so
Thank you.
and Vesh, right? Am I saying that correct?
Yeah, yeah, Vesh. Yeah,
Vesh. Oh, cool. That's
yeah,
actually that's sick, man. Vesh. That's
yeah. Just take the A and the N out of it, out of on Vesh, because people can't pronounce it for some reason quite a bit here. You
oh,
know,
okay. Yeah.
people in the U.S. are a lot less friendly than Canadian people. They're like,
Oh,
what? What kind of name is that? So I just say Vesh, or I go by Sunny. All the construction guys know me as Sunny at the site.
yeah.
So all my suppliers know me as Vesh.
As
So
Vesh.
that,
That makes sense.
yeah.
Kind of. That's kind of. There's one guy when like I also work construction, and there was this one guy on the site, and he was already doing it for like 40 years, and his name was Hammer. And I was not his actual name, but that's what everybody called him was Hammer. Hammer, what are you
That's
doing?
what you call it. Just hammering people, man. That's all.
Yeah, man.
Awesome.
Cool.
Awesome,
Well,
guys. Again, appreciate it.
appreciate it
Please,
as well.
hopefully. All right.
Awesome.
appreciate you,
you.
man.